Good evening everyone, welcome to Rupavahini News Live on Channel Live.
I'm Sanani Samaranayaka.
And I'm Dishan Vaz. First take a look at the headlines. The President reiterated that he considers all children in the country as winners and the era of losers for 3 decades has been ended. Pakistan said that they are proud of Sri Lanka's hosting of Commonwealth Summit. Cases have been filed against several public and private sector institutions for the failure to destroy dengue mosquito breeding places. Libya calls on Western countries to extend support to prevent the movement of weapons in the country. Now for those and other stories in detail, starting off with local stories. President Mahinda Rajapaksa reiterated that he considers all children in the country as winners and the era where persons lived as losers for 3 decades has been ended. He called upon all parents in the country not to consider their children as losers even if they passed at the examinations or not. President Mahinda Rajapaksa has made this request from parents when he addressed the annual prize giving of Panadura Sumangala Balika Vidyalaya this evening. The President disclosed that he has directed the Education Ministry to issue a certificate to all students who obtained over 70 marks at the Year 5 scholarship examination. He noted that people should win over their lives, protecting the culture and good qualities, valuing their identity.
Facebook again.
Addressing the gathering, President Mahinda Rajapaksa said that Facebook has become an epidemic not only for children but for everyone. It is essential to believe persons we can see in our houses rather than keeping faith on the persons in the Facebook whom we cannot see. We should work with self-reliance without falling prey to destructive things. He said that he believes that his daughters possessed this self-reliance. Recalling an incident at a school, he said that he has asked a group of children to raise their hands if they have passed at the examination. 6 children raised their hands. Then he asked the other children as to whether they have failed at the examination. They said yes. Then he asked them about the total marks received at the examination. They said that they have received 136 marks. Then he asked as to how you have failed after receiving 136 marks. The cut-off marks here is 160 and there is 153. 153 marks considered as a pass mark. But at other areas, a student who received 153 marks cannot get through the examination. He said that he has seen a news item in a newspaper which highlighted an incident where a father has punished his child by burning. There are peculiar fathers. In another incident, a mother has put her child in a cage. Such mothers and fathers are not required for us. Parents should stop practicing of harassing children, he further said. He added that all these are my children and he considered them as winners. Ministers Banduru Gunawardena, Kumar Velgama, Rohita Gunawardena, Regional Kure, Principal of the school, Mrs. WADDS Nepal, and staff were present at the annual prize giving.
Meanwhile, Pakistani High Commissioner in Sri Lanka, Major General Qasim Quraishi, says that Pakistan is proud as a regional friend of Sri Lanka for the island nation's hosting of Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in Colombo. In an exclusive interview today with the Rupavahini, Mr. Quraishi has pledged Pakistan's maximum support for the upcoming summit.
Major General Qasim Quraishi has been appointed as a Pakistani High Commissioner in Sri Lanka this year. He is rendering a great service towards strengthening friendly ties between the two countries. He revealed that a high-level Pakistani delegation headed by Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif will attend the conference. He pointed out that this was a great opportunity for Sri Lanka to show its economic victories to the whole world in the recent history.
Sri Lanka is becoming a kind of hub for economic activity in this region. The Sri Lankan economy has made significant strides in recent years, and anybody coming to Sri Lanka can visibly notice that. Pakistan, being a friendly country of Sri Lanka, is proud of the fact that this mega event is being held in Sri Lanka, and we will assist and support Sri Lanka in whatever way possible in holding this event. Pakistan will be fully participating in this event. The main delegation of Pakistan will be led by Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif himself.
He also expressed views on the recently concluded Northern Provincial Council election.
I just visited the Northern Province just a week before the elections were held, and I met a lot of people there, and it was obvious to me that people were looking forward to the election process. There were also observers from Pakistan who monitored these elections, and we had an interaction with them after that, and everybody gave a very positive comments on the free and fair conduct of the elections. This is a very significant achievement, which will go a long way in improving the international stature of Sri Lanka.
In my life to have checked it.
Well, the chairman of the Commonwealth Business Council, Dr. Mohan Cole, said that there was a huge response from non-member countries to the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting to be held here in Sri Lanka. He was speaking at a media conference in Colombo today. The media conference was held at the Foreign Ministry this morning. Minister Professor G.L. Peters pointed out that
our aim is to promote Sri Lanka as the destination of for investment, and also to promote Sri Lankan expertise and trade links abroad. We are very happy to say that so far we have had a tremendous response from across the Commonwealth and outside the Commonwealth.
Minister Professor J. Peters pointed out that a theme with practical importance has been selected for the summit. Foreign Minister Professor J. Peters noted that the theme of the conference is economic development and social equality. The living standards of the people should be improved through economic development. There is a possibility of entering into conclusions by considering experiences of Commonwealth countries collectively on policies that should be implemented to gain benefits from economic development and social equality. Meanwhile, senior parliamentarians of the United National Party expressed their regret on the clash between the two UNP factions in Mathura. They reiterated that such unfortunate incidents should not be repeated. UNP MP Kamini Jayavikrama Pereira told a media conference in Colombo today that they regret on the incident. Police investigations are underway to apprehend several more suspects in connection with the Mathura clash last Saturday. A protest march was organized by the Southern Provincial Councillor Maitri Gunaratne demanding the resignation of Ranil Wickramasinghe from the UNP leadership. Participants of the protest march who came from Devidura have been attacked in Mathura town. 25 suspects have been taken into custody in this regard. They were produced before the Mathura magistrate and later remanded till the 14th of this month. The police said that several more suspects have been identified through video footage and photographs. Strong criticism was levelled within the party against close aides of UNP MP Mangala Samarveera for attacking the peaceful protest march began from Devinura. However, UNP members have accused MP Mangala Samarveera for taking action to blame other factions for the attack. Southern Provincial Councillor Maitri Gunaratne said that MP Mangala Samarveera was behind this contract. He took measures to obstruct the protest march in Devidura, but that attempt was unsuccessful. Another attack was launched against us near the Mathura Bodhya. There was a conspiracy hatched by him to assassinate me, he further said.
Children in the southern province have been able to record the highest percentage among students who passed the Year 5 scholarship examination, surpassing the cutoff mark. This was revealed at the media conference held at the Southern Province Education Ministry today. 40,299 students sat for the Year 5 scholarship examination from the southern province. Of this, 4,207 students have surpassed the cutoff mark. It was 11.6% as a percentage of the total result in the island. Provincial Education Minister Chandima Rasaputra said that the Jayastanka Education Seminar Series organized in the southern province has directly affected the results. The Year 5 scholarship examination was a reason for the mental stress for children as well as teachers and parents. Therefore, measures have been taken to create special awareness. Southern Province Education Minister Chandima Rasaputra emphasized the need of a special program to encourage students who surpass examination cut-off mark. Measures have been taken to create awareness among parents to minimize the mental stress and pressure of children. He said that he is happy as Education Minister of the province as these activities were being carried out in Moravaka, Odeniya zone in the Mathura district and Hambantota, Alpitia, which considered as areas of weak students, he said.
The new fully-fledged treatment unit at Panadura Base Hospital has been vested with the people. The opening ceremony was held under the patronage of President Mahinda Rajapaksa this evening. The Western Provincial Council has spent 150 billion rupees to set up the three-story treatment unit with several modern facilities. The Panadura Base Hospital has been transformed to a fully-fledged hospital in the Kaluthura district with the opening of the treatment unit. President Mahinda Rajapaksa unveiled the commemorative plaque at the hospital and declared open the new treatment unit. A sandalwood tree was planted at the hospital premises as a token of President's visit. Ministers Kumar Velagama, Rohit Abhigunawardena, Western Province Chief Minister Prasanna Ranatunga, Provincial Health Minister Jagat Annage, Health Ministry Secretary Dr. Nihal Jaitilaka, Western Province Health Services Director Dr. Amal Harsha De Silva were among those present at the occasion. President Rajapaksa exchanged pleasantries with the residents who were there to greet him.
Meanwhile, the 139th World Postal Day falls today. The national ceremony to mark the occasion was held at the SLFI at Colombo under the theme of the Postal Service constantly extending the assistance to community. World Postal Day is commemorated annually on the 9th of October, commemorating the establishment of Universal Postal Union in 1874 in Bern of Switzerland. Sri Lanka's postal service was launched in 1798 under the patronage of Governor Frederick North. Post offices were established in 5 towns: Colombo, Galle, Mannar, Jaffna and Trincomalee. Mail transportation among post offices were carried out through riders. Postal rates and regulations were introduced for the first time in 1799. Sri Lanka's first postage stamp was issued on the 1st of April 1857. Several postal services, including the distribution of normal, registered, express and insurance letters, local and foreign express mail, telemail, postfax, electronic mail, money orders, bills, files and pension payments are being carried out by the Department of Post. 651 post offices and 3,411 sub-post offices are in operation countrywide. Postmaster General D.L.P.R. Abhiratna said that the postal service will be further expanded in the future. He added that the Express Postal Service has officially introduced today, giving it a facelift. This service will be provided to the people from the 1st of November. The distribution of not only letters but also certain items and parcels will be launched along with this service. 2 personalized stamps, World Postal Day commemorating stamp and First Day cover, were issued at the National Postal Day ceremony. Certificates and prizes were presented to several persons who won and excelled in various sections. Postal Service Minister Jeevan Kumar Tunga said that his department has the ability to go in the long journey with new technology technology. He added that necessary measures are being taken to introduce a streamlined postal service with new technology. It is hoped to make the express post more efficient. Secretary of the Prime Minister S. Samarasekara and Postal Service Minister Secretary Hemsri Fernando graced the Postal Day ceremony.
Dengue mosquito breeding places have been found at 5,000 public and private sector institutions during the first day inspections of National Mosquito Eradication Week. Notices were issued to 661 institutions, said the Health Ministry, adding the cases were filed against 91 more institutions. The National Dengue Eradication Week was launched from the 7th of this month. 6,511 public sector institutions came under the inspection of the establishment day. Dengue mosquito breeding places were found at 2,833 institutions. Dengue mosquito breeding places were detected in 2,174 institutions out of 5,989 private sector institutions which came under the inspection. The Health Minister said that 187 places with dengue mosquito larvae were found at public sector institutions and 146 private sector institutions. Institutions which were given notices will be inspected again in a week. Health Services Director General Dr. Palitha Mahipala said that cases will be filed against public and private sector institutions which were ignoring the government warnings.
Indian Foreign Minister Salman Khurshid says that prompt action will be taken to settle Indo-Lanka fishermen's issue. He points out that the promoting of goodwill between the fisher communities of the two countries was very important towards this end. Foreign Minister Khurshid was speaking at a ceremony organized in connection with the presentation of the entitlement deeds of several houses built by the Indian government for resettled families in the north yesterday. Housing entitlement deeds were received by resettled families in Jaffna and Kilinochchi. Mr. Khurshid revealed that 50,000 houses will be built in the next 3 years under the Indo-Sri Lanka Friendship Program.
Now we have Javed with the latest on the world of sports. Over to Javed.
Thank you, Raz. A very good evening and welcome to the sports news with me, Javed Bongzo. The Lawyers World Cup cricket tournament will begin in New Delhi, India on the 12th of this month. The tournament will end on the 22nd. Sri Lanka Lawyers team will leave the island for New Delhi on the 11th of this month to participate in the tournament. The sponsorship check for the team was presented by President Mahinda Rajapaksa to the team management. India, Sri Lanka, Australia, Pakistan, England and West Indies are participating in the Lawyers World Cup cricket tournament. Sri Lanka Navy beat the Army in the men's finals of the Defence Services Rugby Tournament. Navy women's team was the runners-up in the women's rugby tournament. The finals were played at the Air Force Rugby Stadium in Ratmalana yesterday. Sri Lanka Navy men's team beat Army by 25 points to 13. NKL Pereira, KADS Saranga, HTDP Vijay Singha and M. Abzal scored tries for Sri Lanka Navy. TM Veer Singha made superb conversions. Sri Lanka Navy Chief of Staff Rear Admiral Jayant Pereira was the chief guest at the award presentation ceremony. Parliamentarian Namal Rajapaksa and senior officers of the Navy were among the spectators.
That's all the stories we have to move, but do join us once again tomorrow at the same time to take a look at the latest from the world of news. May they have a wonderful time.
Good night.